Today, we are here to talk with you about something that impacts weddings everywhere. I don't care what your price point is, I don't care what your location is. Today, we are going to talk about bridal parties.
If you crave luxury but need guidance, then stay tuned for magic. Welcome to Wedding Tips and Tales with T.S. Wed, the podcast where we unveil the secrets to crafting the perfect luxury wedding. Join us for expert advice and insider tips that will make your special day unforgettable. Let's make your wedding dreams come true together.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Wedding Tips and Tales. My name is Taryn.
I'm Dani.
And we are the dynamic duo behind TS Wed. We are wedding planners that service luxury weddings worldwide. But before we do, Danielle, what are you drinking?
Green tea. It's still before 11 a.m.
Listen, I'm on water, so here we are.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, everybody. So here is a thing in weddings that has been a staple forevermore. It feels like, there's got to be like a very important historical reason that bridal parties exist. It's not what it is today.
It is. Do you know why? I know the groom. I know I know a okay. No, but the reason why the ladies are always on the left, do you know this? I'm sure you've heard me tell this story at rehearsals.
I'm certain I've blocked it out at this point.
Okay. So when a bridal party is walking down the aisle, almost always the rule is ladies on the left. So the gentleman is on the right, the ladies on the left.
As they're looking at the altar.
Right. The reason for that is because most people are right-handed. And so if someone was coming to attack them, the gentleman had to be able to reach his sword on his left side with his right hand and defend the lady, which he can't do. If she's over there, it's a lot trickier than if she's over here and he can block her and defend her.
I have never heard you say that. And actually, I love that you've told me that because very early in my career, I was the wedding manager at the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa at the ripe age of 22. And I was doing a beautiful wedding for kind of an elite, like New York couple. And I had them lined up like that. And the father of the bride, in the middle of everyone, comes up to me and he goes, "You are making a tremendous mistake. And I have to stop you and fix the trajectory of your career." And I was mortified. I mean, these were like bougie Wall Street people. I was mortified. And he said, "A gentleman always escorts a lady with his right arm. That is the only appropriate way to do it. And I'm not shocked you don't know because of how young you are." And I was just like melting into the ground. Like, like I wish I had known that then, because then I would have been like, actually, a dapper.
They need their right hand to be able to grab their sword.
It's fascinating. I love that.
I completely cut you off for that little story, but I love, and is that the true story? I don't know,
but it is now.
It is now. I love stuff like that.
Okay, but all that is to say that bridesmaids and groomsmen, bridal parties have been around for millennium. They are important. Historically, we don't actually know the real reason why they are important, but I'm sure it traces back beyond the Bible. But the trends are shifting now. Trends are shifting in terms of, like, do we even have a bridal party? Trends are shifting if we have one. What are their responsibilities? What's their attire? All that good stuff. And so we want to touch base on that because we're sure a lot of you listeners are getting ready to pick your bridal party or are considering a bridal party and all that good stuff. So let's dive in.
Karen, let's play a little game. On the count of three, we're both going to say out loud the perfect number in a bridal party. So you have to say the number, like 1, 10, whatever.
Like per side.
Yeah, per side.
Okay.
Like when someone tells us this is their size of their bridal party, we're the happiest. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 0.
0.
Yeah. Yep. 0 is the perfect number according to your planner.
Oh gosh, there's so many reasons for the 0. Name one.
Listen, I did not have 0 at my own wedding. You did not have 0 at your own wedding. I get it. We get it. We understand it. I have been a bridesmaid. You have been a bridesmaid. We get it.
Never again.
That being said, if anybody ever asks us, we say 0 is our recommendation, but whatever you want is fine. Bridal parties add so much, especially, and I hate this to say it this way, but especially for the ladies, there is so much more anxiety and stress and just like agita when it comes to having a larger size party. For the guys too, but the guys tend to be a little bit like off in their own world and doing whatever. I think for the girl side, it comes from a good place of heart, like just wanting to like serve the bride and help the bride and do things for the bride. But oftentimes that looks like people like sit down and drink your drink and calm down. We've got this versus like they're like finding problems that aren't actually problems because they
Yeah.
want to solve the problem. Like again, I think it comes from a good place, but it can often just cause way more anxiety, especially for the couple, than is helpful.
Well, and frankly, it can destroy friendships. Like, you're thinking, like, these are my closest people, like, I want them with me, except for that the anxiety of a wedding day is tremendous. And then there is oftentimes, and I say this with love, but like, oftentimes the bride has an unspoken expectation. I'll use myself as an example here. For my wedding, I had three bridesmaids, and they were all family, still on excellent terms with all of them, love them dearly. But I had an unspoken expectation that I didn't even realize that like there would be an aspect of like kind of fluttering around, like, oh my gosh, you look pretty. Like, here, I brought you champagne. Like, do you need anything to eat? Like, like that I would be like taken care of a little bit.
Right.
And that didn't happen from my bridesmaids. And I didn't realize how badly it was hurting me until my best friend from high school shows up with a bottle of champagne and a charcuterie board like 5 hours early, uninvited, and just was like, I'm either dropping this off or I'm staying with you. I brought all my stuff to change, but I just needed to support you in this moment. And I like burst into tears because it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing that somebody's taking care of me. And I feel like if she hadn't shown up, like it could have really hurt my relationships with my bridesmaids because I
Right.
would have been like, like just that expectation that again, it was unspoken. So that's on me. Like I did not communicate that.
But again, why this is so difficult is because like that is what happened to you on your wedding day. Other people, if somebody had been flirting around me with like, do you want champagne? Do you want this? I'd be like, oh my God, get away from me. Like, don't touch me, get away from me, right? And sometimes like you don't know
Right.
what you're gonna need until you're because you've never been married before. You've never been getting ready for the biggest day of your life in front of your whole all of your friends and like you've never experienced this experience before, and so you don't know how you're gonna react. So you might think like this person knows me better than anybody, and so they're gonna know exactly how to handle me. You don't know how to handle you, right? Like this is such a unique experience that sometimes it's best done alone and with no expectations.
Yeah.
And by alone, I don't necessarily mean you have to get ready by yourself. No one is suggesting that, but like
Right.
that expectation that comes with being a part of a bridal party, whether you're on the groom side or the bride side, like there is just some level of expectation, whether it's societal or not, that like they're supposed to be doing something. And sometimes that's helpful, sometimes that's not helpful.
Well, and God forbid they do it the wrong way. Like I had a friendship lost because of a recent wedding, not too recent years ago, but wedding that I was a bridesmaid in, and I worked my tail off trying to do my very best on that wedding. Like it was a challenging situation. It was not like there was not like a formal planner or like things of that nature. And I, as a planner, was like doing my best to run around and like, soft plan things that were falling apart. And there was an expectation set for me that I was unaware of. And despite my very best efforts, it ended that friendship. And
Yeah.
like, that stinks. Like, that's a bummer. Like, personalities were revealed that we didn't know about because that's what happens when
It
it comes to
is.
deeply emotional moments in life, right? Like, that can,
Yeah.
it can just, to your point, circling it back around, it can cause a lot of unnecessary stress, anxiety, and drama.
100%. I would say, right, you kind of have three options here. You can have a great big bridal party if you need to have one because family expectations and cousins and sisters and all the things. We get it. That's fine. That happens. Just be prepared and talk to your planner about it. Fine. If you can have a small party, just maybe one or two on each side, love that. That way you have a little bit of a support crew and you can better manage expectations when it's a bit smaller. If you're going to do zero, which again is what we recommend, there are other ways to honor the people that are important to you that would have been bridal party members, right?
Totally.
So I was an unofficial bridesmaid one time where she just said, all the girls that would have been in my bridal party, I want you guys in like a floral pattern dress.
Mhm.
So we stood out from everybody else that wasn't in a floral pattern dress, right? And so like we still took pictures together. There was a level of getting ready together, but there wasn't the like walking down the aisle and standing at the top. And bridesmaids gifts and all this stuff. Like we didn't do any of that, but we still felt designated and special and important to her day, which I think anybody can do. And you can do that with the guys too, right? Maybe you like all your groomsmen wear the same pocket square. You get everybody a pocket square and you say, hey, I'm not really doing a party, but you're really important to me, so I got you this. Would you wear it on my wedding day? That sort of thing, right? You can do it by what they're wearing. You can do it by, again, speeches, right? The important people give speeches. So if you're not going to have a bridal party, still have a best man give a speech, right? Like there's different ways that you can incorporate them into the day that isn't the stress of a huge bridal party.
Right. Well, and then going off of that, that leads into attire, right? Because attire has changed dramatically, even over the last like 2 years, I would say, for bridal party. And that lends itself even more easily now to like being able to honor people, whether they're part of your formal bridal party or just like your people that aren't standing with you.
Yeah. I think a recent picture of bridesmaid dresses went viral in that, and I'm sure you've seen it. It's like the light blue. Sarah Schriber posted about it too, but it's like the light blue bridesmaid dresses that they're the same with slightly different details on each one.
Right.
The look of having dresses that are unique, the same of bridesmaid dresses, I think are kind of
It's
outdated
done.
at this
They're
point.
dead. They got buried.
Yeah, and like that very like David's bridal bridesmaid dress look is also out. Like that is not what people are wearing these days. It is more textured than that. It is more nuanced than that. It is, different shapes. Like it's not, the bridesmaid's dress is always just like the bridesmaid's dress. And maybe there's like a sash here or whatever.
Yeah.
All of that is kind of out the window now, and you can get dresses that aren't bridesmaids dresses and just get five of them for your bridal party.
Right.
Like that is going to be way more like a textured strapless dress that has a floral pattern. And then this one, it's a floral pattern, but it has sleeves. Like that is more of the look, I think, these days. Um, that one dress that I was discussing, like it was three pale blue dresses, same color. They all had like pearl accents to it, but one of them had the pearl accents at the neckline, one of them was at the hemline, one had like a drop waist, one was an empire waist. So like just slight differences. So they are still standing out. They are still standing out as your bridal party or as someone of importance, but they can be tailored to their own
Mhm.
style and comfort. Same with your guys. I think the fashion's always a little bit different on the guys' side of things, right? We're not having guys wear different color suits, though. Get at me if you want to, because that would be
Oh
so
yeah.
cool.
That'd be so cool if
I think it
you
was
were
all like
all
different
wearing
shades of
different colored shoes.
green and like an ombre or something.
That would be so cool.
It
Like
would be
even if
so
it was like
cool.
all fall, so you had like mustard and hunter green and like brown. That'd be amazing.
It'd be great. It'd
Ooh,
be
we should do that.
yeah, no, I know.
Great idea.
Yeah, do that. But that's the same. Like you can have your guys stand out, right? Again, like boutonnieres, maybe they're not walking down the aisle with you, but you still give them a boutonniere. So they stand out to the other people at the wedding as, oh, that must be someone who's important because they're wearing a boutonniere, right? Like,
Well, and a new trend right now, which I love because I feel like we kind of started it a little bit with our Portugal shoot, is bouquets for the men. Like they get
yeah.
little like posy bouquets that
Yeah.
how great. Like why are we not why can't they hold flowers? Like
Yeah. I
what?
love that. I also love boutonnieres, like the boutonniere pins
Hmm.
that are not fresh flower boutonnieres, that is
Right.
traditional. It's something different and unique. Love
They're
that.
like made of like metal and maybe some gems or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
So
great.
cool. They give very like heirloom vibes, which I think is
Totally.
very neat. So yeah, I think like have fun with the bridal party. Like don't let it be too stressful. You know, I think everybody gets it these days. Like for the most part, people don't have the extra $200 to spend on the bridesmaid's dress and the 150 for the hair and the 150 for the makeup. Like so if you say, "Hey, I'm not doing a bridal party, but I don't know, I'd be thrilled if that was me." I'd be like, awesome, because I didn't want to have to buy the dress that you said that's way more expensive than I'm never going to wear again anyways.
Right.
So
And
have at it.
it doesn't mean you have to skip the fun stuff either. You can still do a bridal shower, like still do a batch party or bachelorette party. Like do all those fun things. You're not only allowed to do those
Exactly.
with your bridesmaids and groomsmen. Like you do those with your friends. Like
Yeah,
that's you could still do all that fun stuff.
right.
But then I also think too, like with this generation coming up, Gen Z, like wouldn't we rather invest that money that we would have otherwise spent on the gowns, on the suits, on the hair and makeup, on the gifts? Wouldn't we rather invest that in like an experience during your wedding week? Like or on your wedding day. Like, how much cooler would it be to have a bourbon bar
Right.
or a mocktail collection
Right.
than than you know bridesmaid bouquets.
Well, right.
Like,
And another thing that I would love to do, we discussed it with somebody. I don't remember now, but like, great, if you're gonna have a bridal party and you're not now, and let's say it was 4 people, amazing, make 4 signature drinks that are their names.
yeah, do
It's like,
something fun.
yeah, like these are the people that brought us, this is the person that introduced us to each other. Everyone is now gonna be introduced to them via the cocktail. You know what I mean? Like something fun that's like personal and makes people feel seen and loved that isn't just like for show, right? Like standing up there at the top, cool, amazing, but that's really just for show. That's not necessarily meaningful. Like let's figure out a different way to honor those people that have been impactful in your relationship and make it cool. I don't know.
Make it cool, guys. Don't
They
make
make
it
it cool.
boring.
It's so easy.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope we gave you a little bit of inspiration. Definitely check out Sarah Schriber's page so you can see the picture that Dani was talking about. She's an amazing influencer regarding all things wedding. So highly recommend her. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your questions below for future podcast topics. Subscribe, like, and let us know your favorite tip from this video. Until next time, let's keep making wedding dreams come true together. Bye for now.